Hello, Aries. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Aries is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Aries, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with a Five of Cups. Now, a Five of Cups is not as sad and disappointing as it might seem, okay? Now, let me show you what I mean. We're going to put that into some context. And already we have the Empress energy. So to me, it feels like we have a breakthrough in our emotions, right? Something that has been crystallized and frozen within us is now flowing easily toward, well, we'll find out what this might be, right? Oh, could be new things. It could be new spiritual endeavors. It could be a new passion, a new love in life, a new way for you to connect with your community, with your environment, with your family. Okay, the major arcana right here on the horizontal plane. And we're going to do the path of the serpent here. Yeah, I feel like this is more geared towards some of your spiritual work, creative work. It's not necessarily a career. It's not necessarily financially related, okay? Or at least with this Seven of Pentacles, it shows that the physical returns, the physical rewards, the money is not the number one concern for you. It's still a concern, I'm sure, as it is for most of us, but it's not your number one priority, okay? Well, let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. And this is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot that we will put our horse friend, Mr. Ed, right there on top of the mystery card. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, okay? And that's where I'm going to need your help. So I'll ask you to pause the video at the end, not now, but at the end, so that we can all collectively try to intuit what that card will be or should be, at least, based on our connection with the other energies, okay? But that's coming later. Right now, let's look at what we have in front of us. Of course, we have major, 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 right? We have a lot of fire, right? We've got some water right here in the middle. We've got a little bit of air, and we do have some earth energy, okay? Now, with the Hierophant here in the future position, I wonder if this might have something to do with a Taurus person. It could. It could have something to do with Taurus. It could be that maybe we're starting a new relationship with a Taurus person. If it's resonating with you that way, then that's wonderful. Otherwise, I feel like we started something new. We started maybe a new project, a new task. We started a new career, a new course of study, a new hobby, a new avocation, a new relationship, a new creative kind of endeavor, something like this. That might be something that we never really tried before. It might be something that's generally outside of our wheelhouse, right? And I think it kind of feels good. It's a little bit nervous, a little bit scary, but it's very exciting, right? What I tell my daughter when she says she's nervous to go to school. She started preschool recently. She says she's nervous to go to school, and I try to tell her in my own way and in a way that she'll appreciate that there's a fine line between nervousness and excitement, right? That the only difference really is that we've got the confidence that we can get through it, right? That we can succeed, that we can do it. Otherwise, everybody is nervous all the time, right? But we need to look at it maybe a little bit more like excitement. I think that's what's going on here, and I think that's why we've got the Five of Cups. Because I feel like when you first started this, it might have been difficult to really connect with this new thing, whatever it might be. It may have started in a way that didn't quite feel right. Maybe you were nervous. Maybe our emotions were kind of frozen. Maybe we were anxious, But I feel like with the fire energy that we see on the top and the bottom here, this is the Princess of Wands, this is the Four of Wands. I feel like that fire energy is kind of melting away the frozen, what would have been a frozen Four of Cups. Now we have this free-flowing Five, right? And we're headed right towards the Hierophant here. And so it feels like when you started this, maybe we weren't really connecting with it. Maybe it felt stuck, it felt stagnant. We really just couldn't get into it, I feel like that's changing. Right? I feel like this nervousness now is kind of transforming into excitement, right? And that is because of this fire energy. Now, the Princess of Wands at the top here, this is both. This is excitement and nervousness. This is the excitement of doing something we've never done before, feeling like we are being quite brave here, that we're stepping out of our wheelhouse, we're doing something that it's exciting because it's different, it's new. This also is a little bit of that nervousness, right? We're kind of dancing with the tiger there. We feel like things could go wrong. We feel like, what if I'm no good at this? What if they don't like me, etc. What if you just don't feel as good about it as you thought you would? Okay. But I feel as if this newness, this kind of risk-taking in a way, if you will, is kind of freeing up a lot of this emotional energy, right? It's allowing you to connect because we're not being that self-conscious, right? I think we started to get a little self-conscious with the cups here. But the Fool is definitely not self-conscious. And the Princess of Wands could be, but I think with this Fool energy, kind of just has this attitude like, I'm just going to go, I'm going to have fun, I'm going to try my best, and we'll see what happens. Well, what's happening is that this water energy is flowing, and I think it really is bringing in this Empress energy. It's allowing the Empress energy really to shine, to come forth. Because this was back here. I mean, it came out in different ways, but I think we're replacing the Five of Cups with the Empress energy. I think the Empress energy was always there, but the Five of Cups was kind of overshadowing it a little bit. Well, I think that's changing. Okay. And I think the Empress really is this kind of loving feeling, this really joyous and beautiful feeling that you have doing whatever work this is. Maybe it is a relationship. Maybe it is a new career, a new course of study, a new job. Maybe you just switched departments. I don't know. Whatever's going on, Empress energy coming into it is very good. And I think that this is something that you enjoy for its own sake, not necessarily for the rewards that it gives you, financially or what the end product is going to be. Okay, because we have that Seven of Pentacles at the end. So that is an aspiration to kind of transcend the material benefits of this. So this is a lot of success. I think the financial success is there if this is a career thing or something like that. The physical rewards will be there. But you're connecting with this thing, person, place, whatever. You're connecting on a much deeper level than just the physical level. Okay. So again, I think you're enjoying what you're doing. Maybe this is a new relationship. Maybe this is a romance. It's going to be physical, yes, but it's going to transcend that as well. Okay. And I think you're starting to see the potential here with this Four of Wands, that this is a way for you to start expressing your creativity. So we have the fire energy in both places, which of course is reflected here. And we'll get to this one. So the fire at the bottom, this is now, this is kind of your This is your deep desire. This is something that is foundational to you. And it's really about you being able to express your creativity in the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you move, the things that you do, and directly in the work that you're performing, right? Whether it's a creative project at home, whether this is a career, maybe you're in retirement, this is something else. The work that you do, right, is an expression of yourself, right? And this is reaffirming what I said about that Seven of Pentacles over here, that it's not about the finished product. Yes, the finished products will be there, whatever, it'll be physically beneficial. But we know that the real value is not in the finished product, but in the process of creation, because the Four of Wands always talks about the temporariness, the impermanence of what you create, right? There's the cat. Titi, our channel mascot, I guess. I don't know what else you would call her. Our patron four-legged friend. The things that we create are temporary, are impermanent. It's not the absolute value of a thing, what it looks like, or who's using it, or how much we can sell it for, or how long it lasts. The value that we're finding, this Empress, really is the creative force, right? Nature grows and decays, right? It's a constant process. And that's what this is indicating, this Four of Wands. It's the creative process itself, right? And I think this is very important to you. Being able to express yourself and to put your spirit, your heart and soul into something, even if maybe this is a romantic relationship, right? You want room within that relationship to be yourself, to express yourself as a dynamic, living, breathing spiritual being, right? Not as one static image of, the thing that you do, the work that you do, or the clothes that you wear, or anything like this. That's a constantly changing expression of yourself. Okay? So, least of all, we're not looking to stagnate. We're looking for an opportunity, and I think this is one, where you can be yourself and you can continue the process of your own creation, your own evolution, your own unfolding. Yeah. I like this. But what is this Hierophant energy about? This is in the position of the immediate future, or the way forward, or what is going, what is maybe kind of going to happen in the future. We've got the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is Taurus energy right off the bat. Could be a Taurus person, right? But I feel like this is an opportunity for you to be part of something greater, right? And maybe this is your partner's family or their greater world. Maybe it's the merging of two worlds. Okay, Titi, we have to stay off the table. I don't want to mess all these cards up. She wants to get on the table. I want to let her move around on the table, but then I think all these cards would be completely mixed up. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we should let her. Her process of creation. So the Hierophant, I think, is realizing that we're going to be part of something greater here, right? And yes, this still could be a romantic relationship. It could be the work thing, obviously. A career, a new community, right? Being part of something. Something that we can learn from, something that we can give ourselves to, right? So it could be a school or university. It could be a community organization, a church, a temple, a lodge, an order, anything, a charity, right? Being part of something greater. And I think that this is a great place. I mean, if you just look at these, at the kind of lateral plane here, all major arcana, right? This is where all the major arcana is. This is a major life event for you. This is kind of a once-in-a-lifetime thing where Spirit is saying the past, the present, and the future are right as they should be. If this is you beginning this new thing, it's perfect. This is your feeling in it once we kind of get over the initial nervousness, I guess. We'll see that this is perfect. Where it's going, where it's leading, your work in the future, perfect. Right? Intense spiritual energy. This is kind of your divine plan. This is your destiny. If you believe in that sort of thing, this is it. Okay? This is once in a lifetime that these three cards are perfectly aligned for you to enter into something that's going to be this personally rewarding, and it's also going to be part of something greater. It fulfills, I think, every kind of aspect of a spiritual path that you need. Okay? Even if this is career, maybe it's a relationship. Again, it could be a career thing. It could be an education, university kind of thing. We move over here to the path of the serpent, though. We start with a 9. We start with the 9 of Swords. And with the 9 of Swords, there is, I think, this tendency towards self-denial. Yeah. I think that this is sometimes refraining from doing something because I don't know if we have this sense of responsibility to others, or if there's something that's preventing us from accepting, and maybe it just is this kind of self-consciousness or this nervousness. But there's something that leads us to say no to an opportunity like this. Something that's this serious and this major with these spiritual major arcana cards. With these trump cards. You know, I'm kind of sad that we can't call them trump cards anymore. The major arcana cards. It's something that we maybe get overwhelmed by some of the anxiety. See, these two, if we get this 5 of Cups back with this 9 of Swords, this is some anxiety here that really prevents us from taking advantage of the energy that's available to us, right? There's no reason not to do this, except for our own self-doubt, our own self-esteem, nervousness, anxiety, okay? So instead of that, like I said, once you get into this and we start looking at it as just a new adventure, I'm just going to have fun, I'm going to try not to be too self-conscious, I'm just going to see where it goes, do my best, have a good time, we can activate, especially this Empress. This is wonderful, right? And then we can work our way here to the 9 of Wands, more fire energy. Right? I think it's the strength that we get from both of these, right? These three are they're in this kind of balance. They're triangulating your position, right? And I think that this is the way that we achieve strength. It's time for us to be confident out in the environment. This is us out in the world, doing this activity, this work, this whatever. Having the confidence in ourselves that is sometimes lacking, sure. Sometimes lacking. But this is a connection with our unconscious. This is a connection with, maybe with our hearts, with what we truly, truly want, which I think, again, is this 4 of Wands down here at the bottom. So if we can connect these 3 cards together, again, this is kind of this is our courage. This is just going out, having fun, not worrying about what others might think, or if we're any good at this new thing, being ourselves, right? Letting our own true nature unfold. That is really a show of strength, and it's going to build strength in you. This is confidence. This is the position of our environment, okay? This is the timing of the reading, too. So, to me, I want to say in the next 9 days, this should really start to transform. This 5 of Cups should start to kind of flow out and away, and we can see that Empress underneath everything. So maybe in the next 9 days, let's focus on trying it out. Maybe a little trial period, right? Little probationary period. And see if this really is an opportunity for you to express yourself and allow this kind of self-creation, right? And see if it starts to build up this confidence in you. Yeah. This is a commitment. This is saying that even though I may feel this Five of Cups, this Nine of Swords at the very beginning, I'm going to make this promise to myself that I'll try it for at least, whatever, 3, 9 days, whatever. It's that oath, it's that promise, it's that commitment that we make ourselves. It's our willpower, right? Give it a chance for at least a certain amount of time. After which, if you don't see the spiritual energy activating, then you can make a different decision, right? Then you can choose to try something else, or to abandon this particular track. But this is something that is this is the real show of strength, right? This is character. This is showing what kind of resolve you have. If you say you're going to do something, then you have to do it, right? So you're holding yourself to this standard. I promised myself I would do this for 3 days. So you're going to give it 3 days, right? Or 9, or whatever you want. The next card is the Six of Pentacles. Now this, I think, is an extension of this Hierophant energy, because this is cooperation, this is a group, this is harmony, beauty, rhythm, this is everything in sync. This is a lot of success on the material plane, right? This is also in the position of what we don't want or what our obstacle is, and I think that the problem with this is, one, conformity. We don't want to just be one little orb in this at this table. Right? We want to self-create. We don't want to just kind of assimilate and homogenize with the rest of the group, right? It doesn't need to be that uniform, okay? But that, I think, is why this is in this position. Also, we don't want the physical material success to be the only benefit here, and that's why we go one step further to a 7, right? This is really successful on the material plane, and then you're looking at what's beyond that, right? And then you're looking to accept this, but also transcend it into the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles is doing this work for reasons other than the material, physical success, right? This is whatever this is, it's gonna work. But you want to look at what is beyond that, right? You don't want everything to be in such harmony. You want a little bit of friction, a little bit of pressure here, so that you have something to kind of work against in order to, to continue growing and striving, thriving, and creating your life, creating yourself, right? Allowing your creativity to unfold. So I really do like that we have a 7 of Pentacles at the end. I think that's a really good thing. Let's look at the mystery card now. And with the mystery card, this is where we're going to maybe pause the video if you're in a position where you can hit the pause button, and see if we can look at these cards together. Collectively, I want to do this. I want to do it as an exercise. Some audience participation in all of these readings to see if we can tune in to the cards, right? And raise our vibrations, tap into our intuition, right? Open ourselves up to these cards and these energies. See if we can figure out what this might be, okay? Now, I have my idea already. Once you have yours, type it into either the chat thing or the comment section, and or if you're busy, if you don't want to pause or whatever, just say it out loud, or think it or something. I don't know. But if you want to pause now, go ahead. And what I think this is going to be, since we have a little bit of an issue with the initial confidence here, but we also have this Empress, right? I think what we need here, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? We need the Emperor. We need your power card. That's what I think. Let's see. The Emperor. We need that power card. Not only is this the perfect complement to the Empress, showing that we are accepting this kind of spiritual abundance, we're accepting this gift, this work, this creativity, this productivity, this opportunity, but we are stepping into our power. We're getting over this 5 and 9 that we see of the cups and the swords. We're stepping into our power. We're taking control. We're taking ownership. We're taking responsibility for how this pans out, right? We're entering into this as a living, breathing, spiritual being, right? So I think you're accepting all of this. And this is also something, too, that, I think transcends a 6 of Pentacles. We're meeting with a little bit of a challenge here. We're going past just the mere physical, material success of the thing. And we're trying to see greater, more subtle benefits, spiritual benefits, the creative benefits, not just the material plane, right? We're moving past that. And maybe this is us taking this situation, whatever this group is, whatever this organization is, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a family, and we're taking it to new places. We're kind of, we're innovating here, right? This starts to feel a little bit more like a charitable organization or a community thing. Maybe it's a creative collective, I don't know. But I feel like as this Emperor, we're pushing the boundaries of this 6. We're going out into new territory. We're innovating, right? We're pushing the envelope here. I like that. I like it very much. We're going to do an extended as well, Aries. If you want to stick around, click either above or below in the description box. New readings come out every day, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. I want to thank you for watching this reading all the way through until the end. Really helps out the algorithm, which in turn helps out the channel. I want to thank you very much for being here. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.